We'll go to Monty here.
What do you think of Steph tonight?
Incredible. Put us on his back, willed us to a win, much needed win. Game we had to have. Came out and showed why he's one of the best players to ever play this game. And why, this organization has been able to ride him to so much success. It's just absolutely incredible.
Marcus in the back.
Marcus Thompson, The Athletic. Draymond, when you see Steph shoot like that and play like that, everybody can witness that part. But what could you say about like his toughness, against a defense like this, with his foot hobbled? What could you say about how resilient he is?
Same thing I've always said. Him was one of the most resilient, toughest guys that I ever played with. The way defenses guard him, they're constantly grabbing. And he just continues to play. He don't make much of it. He just continues to do what he does. So, it just says a lot about his toughness and his competitive nature and what it truly means to be a winner.
Tim on the right.
Draymond, what was your reaction? Were you surprised when you got taken out when you did in the fourth quarter? It looked like you were not thrilled by that. And how did you kind of go through the offense-defense kind of substituting it out at the end of the game?
Definitely never thrilled coming out of the game with 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter in a must-win game. I'm not going to sit here and act like I was thrilled. I'm a competitor. But at the end of the day, if that's what coach decides, then you roll with it. And, I had to keep my head in the game. And, whenever I went back in, try to make some plays. And so that was just my mindset. Don't make too much of it. I've always been of the on the bandwagon of, if you got something that's rolling, you stick with it. So it is what it is.
Dan in the middle.
Draymond, Dan Devine, The Ringer. You talked a lot the last couple of days about the importance of force, bringing it, being the leader of that charge. How do you feel that you did tonight? Obviously, the half-court defense was sensational, did a much better job of stretching out, getting into their spots. How do you feel like you did in terms of bringing that force?
I thought it was a lot better, and you could see that, in the numbers. You can see that with the eye test, however you want to shake it. So I thought we played with a lot more force tonight, and, the team that has won. So, that's the key to this series.
Kendra up front.
Draymond, Clay was saying how sometimes maybe you guys take what Steph can do for granted and you guys really have to help him on Monday as he's put this team on his back. What do you see the team needing to do, and then you from an individual standpoint to help Steph?
I think, you as a team, you kind of do all you can to free him up. They're always throwing two or three bodies at him in a given possession, sometimes four, so you just try to do what you can to help free him up, to get him to his spots, or to open up some space for him to create and get to his spots. And, for us, we just got to continue to fill in where we may. You got a shot, take it. If you're screening for him, screening for Clay, whoever it is, just doing all of that with force. I think if everybody's forceful on the offensive end, and that means cuts, that means crisp with your passes, then you allow him to be in the position to do what he do.
Mark, back right.
Dre, and typically with Steph, his motion comes in the fourth quarter. And I don't know if you saw it, but early in the first, he made a couple shots and started screaming at the crowd for a timeout. Did you sense that he was going to have something special with that kind of motion early?
Yeah, he wasn't letting us lose. That's just what it boils down to. And, you hear all the noise for a day or so. And, I could tell in his demeanor last couple of days, even after game 3, that he was going to come out with that type of fire, and he did, and we were all able to follow it.
Another question on the right.
Yeah, what did you just think of Wiggins, Looney, and Poole and what they gave?
They all gave great minutes. I love JP's aggressiveness coming out. Like, he came out hunting his shot, and we needed that. Wiggs has done what he's done all playoffs. Make it tough for the opposing starter score. Got in the teeth of the defense. Rebounded the hell out of the ball, which he's done all playoff long. And then Loon, just making those extra plays. Had some great finishes around the rim. Great rebounding. great inside physical presence for us. All three of those guys, they've been big for us all playoff long, and they showed it again tonight.
Last couple of questions in the middle here.
Hey, Dre, as you said, they're swarming Steph on the perimeter, trying to run him off the line. How important for you are those 4-on-3 opportunities to try to get into the teeth of defense and make a play? I saw you made one to Looney late in the game.
I mean, when they're throwing two guys at Steph, someone has to make the play. I've made a living off that, so that's what it boils down to at that point in the game. We always want to find Steph, as anybody, I think anybody would. If you're on his team, you're going to try to find him. He converts at a very high clip, and so, but in a time like that where they're throwing two guys at them and they're saying we're not going to let him beat us right now, somebody else have to make the play. And I was able to get a drop off to Loon on 2-on-1, and he had a great finish.
Final question, Chris in the back.
Chris Haynes, Yahoo Sports. Dre, you and some of the players been in similar situations to this in the finals, being down, having to regain home court advantage. What has been your message to the other guys and that haven't been here and getting prepared for this moment, because you're going to have to come back here to Boston the game?
Just understanding the force that we need to play with, the focus level that it takes to go on the road and win in a tough environment like this. And I think our young guys have been great. They've adjusted to everything that we've asked of them, and it shows. And we played 9 guys tonight. I think every guy who came in, had a good impact on the game for us. And so, just telling them to stay the course. Understand that, teams like this, they come out, they punch you. Just got to stay the course, continue to chip away at it for 48 minutes. And if you put a solid 48 minutes together, give ourselves a chance to win.
Thanks, Draymond.